Alright guys, so this is how I was able to catch a 330 pips trade on pound card about I think a month ago. So this is it. When you come to the charts, this is the monthly time frame. We are currently on a monthly time frame. This is GBP card. Can see clearly that the market is actually bullish on the monthly time frame. We are bullish because we are breaking structures to the upside, so we are bullish. There is nothing here for me, so I'll go down to my weekly time frame. Now this is my weekly time frame. I had a break of structure around this zone. This zone was a very strong zone. This zone was a very strong zone. I hope you can see. This is the weekly time frame. The market visited this zone. The market visited this zone 1, 2, 3, 4 times before it was able to break this zone. So now this candle is the breaker block. This candle is a breaker block around this place, and I had a break of structure around this same zone. Therefore, this place is a key level for me. Now let's move down again. Let's move down to the daily time frame. So this is it. This is the key level we drew. On a daily time frame, you can see clearly. I told you the first thing I consider is my fair value gap. Now we have a fair value gap around this zone. Around this zone, we have the fair value gap here. The imbalance, we have the first imbalance around this zone. Yes, we have the first fair value gap around this zone, where the market actually reacted. When the market got to that point, the market actually reacted. You can see clearly this place the market reacted. We also have another fair value gap or another imbalance around this zone. We also have another imbalance around this zone where I actually took my trade. Someone will ask, why didn't I take the trade in my first value gap? I didn't take the trade here because the market has, let me use the fib. You can see clearly from this low to this high. The fib at this place has not retraced. The fib at this place where the market tried to return in my first fair value gap, the market didn't actually enter, but then the fib is also showing 0.5 around this zone, so the market has not retraced, not even to the 50%, so I won't take the trade. So I'll wait for the market to get into either the 50% zone or the 62%. So I waited for the market to get into the 62% zone, almost 78%, more than 75% zone, and it respected this fair value gap. So we have this daily fair value gap, so I will name it a daily fair value gap, daily FVG. That is how I do it. DFVG. So this is my daily fair value gap where, and then the fib also have shown that the market has retraced more than 70% at this place. I also have my 200 moving average showing me that there is a lot of orders, buy orders around this zone, so the market can actually move up. So I took my buy trade. This is the trade. This is the trade I took. Here is it. So here is the trade I took. You can see clearly after this push. Now I took my entry around this zone and I put my stop loss this place. I took my entry here. I took my take profits here. Took my take profits here. This is where I took profits. On the second day, I took profits here. This is it. But then our expectation was around this zone and the market actually went there. Now let's move to the next market. Currently I am in this trade, so I can use this trade as an example. ZAUSD. Okay, hold. Alright, so this is it. This is another trade I took on gold. I took this trade. So this is how I got to this key level on gold. On the daily time frame, you can see clearly that we had a break of structure around this place. We had the break of structure around this place. After the break of structure, the market went up, came down again, decided to go up again. It couldn't. So now the market left liquidity around this zone. We had the break of structure here. This is a breaker block. This is a breaker block. Remember what I told you, that I take my trades closer to either my breaker block or where I have break of structures. Then I target my fair value gap. So this is my fair value gap, the daily fair value gap. I also have a breaker block around this place, I have a break of structure, and when I used my fib to draw from this low to this high, you can see clearly that it is above the 62%. It has even entered 72%. So now I was comfortable to take this trade. Here is the trade. Here is the gold trade. Here is the gold trade. Alright, so here is the gold trade. You can see we are on the daily time frame. Here is the gold trade. I'm currently running on a 720 pips. 720 pips on one standard lot. I'm making 7,137. This is the trade on the 4-hour charts. So this is the trade on the 4-hour charts. This is the trade on the 1-hour chart. I've been in the trade since 18th of last month. Today is 1st June. Today is 1st June. I've been in this trade since 18th of last month. So this is it. I took it exactly where I'm showing you. There is it exactly where I'm showing you on the chart. There is it. It's still running in my favor. That was not the first entry. The first entry was on this smaller account. Yes, on this $700 account. This is what I'm making. This is what I'm making. On the first entry, I'm making. So here is it. On the first entry, I'm making 1,390 pips. On the second entry, I'm making 1,105 pips. And that is giving me 1,105. This one is giving me 767. All together, I'm getting 1,872 on a $700 account. So this is the entries. These are the trades. These are the entries. Now we are on a daily time frame. You can see it. This is the trade. Alright. Now I also have another trade here. I also have another trade on Euro GBP and Euro Odd. So this is the Euro Odd trade too. You can see clearly. So let's go to the chart. The Euro Odd trade, I'm making 147 pips with $321. Euro Odd. Euro AUD. Alright guys, so this is the Euro Odd trade as well. This is the Euro Odd trade that I'm currently in. This is it. I had a breaker block around this place. And I also have a fair value gap just around this place on a daily time frame. I also have a fair value gap, and when I take my fib 2, here is my fib 2, and I draw from this low to this high, you can see clearly that it has retraced more than 62%. It has retraced more than 62%. It has retraced more than 62%. So this is it. That is why I took this buy trade. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm currently in profit though. Currently in profit of $332. Now I also have a trade. I also have another trade here on Euro GBP. This is the trade. This is the daily time frame. Currently I am on a 57 pips profits with a $628. Here is the trade. Let me show you this trade too. Wait. Where is Euro GBP? Alright, so here is the other trade too. Alright, so I had a breaker block around this zone. The market violated this one, so I moved to this zone where I have a fair value gap. I have a fair value gap around this zone. I also have a breaker block. It broke around this zone. I also have a market structure shifts around this same zone. So I think this place is a very strong zone which will pull the market out. I already made a trade here which I lost, but I took another trade here which is actually playing out. Here is the trade. Here is the trade. I also post everything. This is the gold trade. I post everything in my Telegram channel. Post everything. I post every trade that we take. I post it in my Telegram channel. So if you are not in my Telegram group, please consider subscribing and you won't miss any setup. So this is my link. Let's move on. I also took a trade. I also took a trade on BTC. I also took a trade on BTC USD. Alright, so this is BTC. I also took this trade on BTC. I started from the weekly time frame. This is the monthly time frame. You can see clearly that on the monthly time frame, BTC actually broke this high. It went through this high, so it gave us an imbalance, a big imbalance. Now let's go down to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I also drew my trend line, and this place I had a fair value gap around this place. I had a fair value gap around this zone. I had a fair value gap around this zone. You can see clearly I have a fair value gap, and I also have a breaker block around the same zone which the market went through. I also have a breaker block around the same zone. After that, I also used my fib tool from this low to this high, and you can see clearly that the market has moved past the 50% and it is in the 62%. It is in the 62%. So I gladly took the trade, but then I went to the 1 hour. I waited for a break of structure, the market to break this high before we took the trade. I waited for the market to break this high before we took the trade. So guys, this is how I draw my key levels. If you have any question, any suggestion, anything you want me to do next, please leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you. Have a very nice day.